உங்களுக்கு ஒரு அஃபோர்டபுளான பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் கார் வாங்கணும்னா என்ன ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு இந்தியாவில்? ஐம் நாட் டாக்கிங் அபவுட் கார்ஸ் தட் ஆர் இன் லேக்ஸ் அண்ட் க்ரோர்ஸ். ஐ எம் டாக்கிங் அபவுட் கார்ஸ் யூ அண்ட் ஐ கேன் பை. நம்ம வாங்கி டியூன் பண்ணி கஸ்டமைஸ் பண்ணி டிரைவ் பண்ற மாதிரி பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் கார்னா ஒரு 2-3 கார் தான் மைண்டுக்கு வரும். த Volkswagen Polo இஸ் an obvious choice. i20 N line ரீசெண்டாக நல்லா பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு, லுக்ஸ் குட். And of course, the holy grail Abarth Punto. இது மூணு தவிர there are not a lot of options. And all of these cars ஒரு 7 to 8 lakh rupees குள்ள used car marketல வாங்கிக்கலாம். But there are a lot of other performance cars in India that we have lost. Why? Because we didn't buy them. அந்த கார் நியூவா இருக்கும் போது நம்ம அதை அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ண முடியல, அதை பர்ச்சேஸ் பண்ண முடியல. But at least now in the used car market, I think we can buy them, appreciate them. And I'm going to show you with proof why these cars are better. But before we start, in the corner, I'm going to list out the 3 cars I mentioned about. அவங்களோட horsepower, அவங்களோட torque, அவங்களோட body weight, and அவங்களோட power to weight ratio. Why power to weight ratio? ஏன்னா ஒரு காருக்கு 500 bhp கூட இருந்துக்கலாம். But if it's 5 tons, it doesn't make any sense. காரோட வெயிட்டுக்கும் காரோட பவருக்கும் இருக்கிற ப்ரொபோர்ஷன் தான் அதோட drivability increase பண்ணும். So, with all of these aspects in, let's go and see our contenders. Number 1 is an unexpected contender. ஒரு Toyota made a performance hatchback na நம்புவீங்களா? Well, they did. You would remember the boring little Toyota Etios that nobody even looks at when you talk about performance. Well, Etios had a sporty version, the TRD Sportivo. TRD Sportivo-க்கு Etios sedan இந்த engine எடுத்து Liva-க்கு கொடுத்திருந்தாங்க. So they had a 1.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder petrol engine that makes about 90 horsepower and 132 Nm of torque. Now on paper 90 horsepower isn't that much, but this was a very lightweight car. Idoda body weight was only 925 kgs, making it fun to drive. And engine mattum illa, Toyota gave it better and bigger wheels, of course a sporty body kit and better interiors. All put together, this car was a very good package. But most importantly, இதோட power to weight ratio பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 97.3 horsepower per ton, which surprisingly puts it above the Volkswagen Polo GT TSI. And when new, in the TRD Sportivo was around 6.3 lakh rupees. இப்போ used car marketல you can pick up a very good condition TRD Sportivo for around 3 to 3.5 lakh rupees, which puts it in a very affordable range. In the 3.5 lakhs la innor performance hatchback I hardly doubt you can get in India. Number 2 is a performance car from Tata, and this, my dear friends, is Tata JTP. JM Tata Performance was an unexpected collaboration. JM Motorsports, inga Coimbatore team da, they are into manufacturing race cars. They have made Super Nano, they have made race cars for the Indian Formula 3, for the LGB series, and they're heavily invested into doing R&D for racing. And they have collaborated with Tata to make the Tiago JTP. Tiago JTP நம்ம normal Tiago மேல தான் base ஆயிருக்கு, but it looks much sportier. It comes with a 1 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine with that sweet sounding turbo whistle and a custom exhaust. This car has 114 bhp and 150 Nm of torque thanks to that little turbocharger. இதோட லைட் வெயிட்னஸ்னால it is super peppy and very agile. காரை டர்ன் பண்ணி பாயிண்ட் பண்ணினா it shoots like a missile. இதோட body weight is just around a ton, 1051 kgs. That puts it around 108 horsepower per ton, which is again higher than that of the Polo. It's even higher than that of the N line. Brand new Tiago JTP was around 6.7 lakh rupees ex-showroom. Ippo you can get a well-used Tiago JTP for around 5 lakh rupees. It's holding its value in the used car market. Yena Tata and JTP collaboration is stopped. So we don't know if we'll get another future JTP model from Tata. So this is more of an Indian collectible car in the future. The third car I'm going to talk about is a diesel. Yes, we had a diesel performance hatchback, which we all forgot to buy. The Ford Figo S. Ford, எல்லா கார் மேனுஃபேக்சர்ஸ் மாதிரி இன்ஜினோட பவர் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்றதுக்கு பதிலா they went the other way. Engine is stock, but they gave it bigger wheels, bigger tires, retuned the suspension, lowered the car, and made it stick to the ground. Because Ford believed அவங்களோட diesel engine made 100 bhp, which is more than enough. They just wanted to put down the power and give the car more grip, which made more sense. And this generation of Ford Figo looked beautiful with that Aston Martin inspired grille and tight handling. This was a competition for the Polo. 100 bhp and 215 Nm of torque made it to a 5-speed manual transmission. And in the Ford Figo was a heavy car. It weighed around 1033 kgs. That's the reason it stuck to the ground. Either a power to weight ratio was around 96 horsepower per ton. And used car market, you can still get this car for somewhere around 4.5 to 5 lakh rupees. Added bonus for a diesel sports car, of course, the mileage. Ford Figo S highway cruising easily will give you 22, 23 plus. And in city, you get about 16, 17 kilometer per liter. So this is a hatchback for you guys who want work and fun put together. Number 4 is a car from a manufacturer that India trusts and loves, Suzuki. Suzuki made the Baleno RS. அவங்க already famous Baleno, they put an imported turbocharged Japanese engine and they solved the biggest problem of the Baleno, braking, by giving it all 4 disc brakes and of course giving it wider tires. The Baleno RS had a 1-liter turbocharged booster jet engine with 101 horsepower and 150 Nm of torque, and its curb weight was under a ton, around 950 kgs, giving it a power to weight ratio of 106 horsepower per ton. Newer irkumbodhu this car was around 10 lakh rupees ex showroom. Now you can get a well-used Baleno RS for around 5 lakh rupees. So now if you look at the charts are pretty much turned around. Except for Abarth Punto, where எந்த car in the competition sustain பண்ண முடியல. And we have an Indian car manufacturer in the 2nd place. So before buying a used performance car, you're not limited to just the Polos and the Abarths and the i20s. There are a lot of options. And in the cars illama, older generation cars nariya irukanga. So do your research, look what you want to get, look at the customizations available, and choose your car wisely. For more such information, get in touch with us and contact us for a consultation to buy your brand new car.